Daddy,
Huh?
just do like this,
Do like that?
and smack that like button.
Yo, real quick, before the end of this video, it is my man Ernie the Kid's birthday. So on stream, he didn't want me to sing happy birthday. So I'm gonna do it in this video. This is a special tribute to him today for his birthday now. Happy birthday to you. I said, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ernie. Happy birthday to you. Let's continue with today's video. Do I know the story of the gangster fish? I remember that tale like it was yesterday. This one for you, kid. This one for you. Alright, man. So it was a man named Robert, right? See, Robert wasn't no ordinary person, right? Robert was a superstar. Model, right? A model. He was a model. Instagram model, Twitter model, and everything. But see, the difference with Robert is his modeling skills were different from the ordinary human being. Different, far different. No one has ever seen these modeling skills. My man's modeled kneecaps.
Y'all ready?
He had kneecaps that were the most beautiful kneecaps that you've ever seen. Like ever, right? And modeling agencies and everybody just wanted them. Abercrombie and Finch, Chanel, Gucci, they wanted him because his kneecaps were so beautiful. They were shiny. They were smooth. They never have seen such smooth kneecaps before, right? So Robert kneecaps were so powerful, he would walk in the room with shorts on, raise his legs, and make all the women in the room pass out. That is how beautiful his kneecaps were. That is literally how beautiful his kneecaps were. All the women in the room would fall out. He'd just walk in the room. He'd be like, "Hey, yo, baby." And they'd be like, "Hi, Robert."
Y'all ready for this?
And he'd be like, raise up his pants leg, show his kneecap, and they'd be like, "Oh my God." Right? Right? They'd just pass out. Only women. Right? So one day, Robert was out on a photo shoot, right?
Oh, he got robbed.
And while he was out there on the photo shoot, he was no, Robert not suspect. Come on, man. You ain't heard about this is just one of the many stories of the great Robert. You know, like Buddy does this. You know, I could talk all day of this man glory in his beautiful modeling kneecaps, but that's on for another day. So,
y'all ready?
And so he was out on this modeling shoot, right? And
That's a nice word.
it was for Pravanchi Karkatiki. You know, this is amazing modeling company out there in Dubai. So he out there, you know, having a good time and stuff with all the beautiful women in Dubai and stuff, you know, eating booty, all of that good stuff that Robert does and stuff. And so it was time for him to, to go out there and do his modeling shoot, right? And he show up And he gotta wear jogging pants because his power of his kneecaps is so powerful, right? The power of his kneecaps is so powerful that he always have to wear like sweatpants and stuff so that people don't see his kneecaps and accidentally pass out, right? So he show up to the photo shoot, right? He show up and he walks in. He's like, "Yo, it's Robert," and he just show his kneecap up. The receptionist at the desk, she came and turned into pudding from just looking at his kneecap and passed out. Like it was like it came from a hentai. He just lifted it up. He was just like, "Yo," showed his kneecaps. The lady passed out and pointed at the door. You know, just you know. So he walked to the back. You know, he show up. You know, he just got on joggers. He ain't even got on no shoes. He ain't got on no socks. He ain't got on no shirt. Just jogging pants. That's it. That is literally it, right? So he show up and see, my man's kneecaps are so powerful and beautiful that when they take the pictures, ain't nobody in the room with him. Don't nobody even look at the pictures because his kneecaps are that powerful. You feel me? So, you know. Oh, dunk that. Oh, pass me the ball. Oh, okay. So, you know, like they set the camera to a timer, and he just go in there. Y'all remember Pootie Tang? Y'all remember Pootie Tang, right? How he was taking a picture. He just go in there. He just put his kneecaps up like this, like this. You know, just like that, right? You know. And they got the literally some of the best lotion. They using like Baby Johnson & Johnson and stuff on his kneecaps and stuff, right? So they got it set on a timer and stuff, right? So no, I lost. So yeah, so you know, they so he in a photo shoot, he getting it, kneecaps out, wanging his knees back and forth and stuff, right? You know, really getting into the middle of the photo shoot, right? And then a bunch of ninjas come out of the goddamn air vents. A bunch of them. It was a bunch of ninjas. A bunch of them. They shoot down. Boom. Right? It's Robert versus like 5 ninjas. And they in masks because, you know, COVID and stuff, right? So they all masked up. Robert with his kneecaps out, he looking at him, he like, what am I gonna do? Right? And the ninjas, they go, right? And my man, Robert, looked at them. He raised his kneecap up and he touched his pinky toe, just his pinky toe on the ground. Just his pinky toe, right? Bam, he tapped it on the ground. Boom. All the ninjas fainted. They fell out on the ground, right? So Robert was like, yeah, y'all thought y'all had me, didn't y'all? Right? But see, little did Robert know is that the ninjas were blind. They were blind ninjas. And they were deaf too, so they didn't really even hear him. So the ninjas got up and they laughed at him. And Robert was like, oh yeah, so y'all think y'all got me, huh? Yeah, okay. So Robert, right? He bouncing up and down. He on his Bruce Lee swag, right? You know, bouncing up and down, back and forth, boom, boom, boom. So, yeah. See, you know what that is. Yeah, from One Piece. I mean, yeah, the hockey, man. So, Robert in there, they got swords and stuff. They in there swinging. Robert out there, he just fighting. Boom, boom, blocking swords with his bare kneecaps. Boom, boom, breaking swords. Boom, and they couldn't talk either, so they were still making sounds. Like they couldn't talk or do anything, but they were still making sounds. Robert out there blocking swords with his kneecap, dodging shit like the Major, just blocking, you know, getting it, and they just what the do? He just blocking it, and then. What happened was Robert kicked one of the swords into the air, caught it with the top of his kneecap. It landed. He kicked the sword. It went around the whole room, right? The whole room. The sword went around the whole room like some wanted shit. Cut all of the ninjas in half, right? So Robert was like, finally, I defeated all the ninjas. We can get back to the photo shoot, right? So Robert, he get back in there and shit. You know, he finished the photo shoot, right? And then, what the hell? Oh, I tried to set a pic, right? So little did Robert know that all the ninjas were not finished, right? They weren't finished. He thought he cut them all in half, right? But this is some shit you just would have had been there to see it, because I was there. See, I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. Well, not really my own eyes, because Robert kneecaps were so beautiful that I really couldn't even see. Like, you know, like I passed out when I came, you know, when I saw his knees and stuff, you know, because I just never seen a human being. I've been around the block, you know, that's all. So what happened is that the ninja's body started slithering on the ground, and the ninjas just became foot ninjas. Like you think that, like, when I say foot ninjas, that I'm talking about the ninjas from Ninja Turtles and shit like that. But no, they were literally feet. They feet were ninjas, so they just slid off their body. So Robert was like, whoa, what is going on, right? So he was out there. So now the ninjas became feet. So he back there, you know, like, y'all remember like the tech deck dude with the big old thumbs and stuff like that? Yeah, so he out there and stuff, and he fighting feet with his knees, you know? And man, my gosh, yeah, he should have killed the feet. I said the same thing. I was like, hey, yo, Robert, why you ain't killed the feet? And he was like, you know what? I got you. He rubbed his kneecap so fast, right? He rubbed his kneecap so fast, boom, boom, he rubbed him. He rubbed him together. My man started a nuclear explosion. It was like some Dragon Ball Z shit. He blew the whole room up, right? And all the feet just disintegrated, right? So Robert was like, finally. So the photo shoot finished and stuff. Robert go to a party, you know, boom. He go to the party, he get all the girls in the party. All of them. So he take like I was at the party and I was kind of jealous because I ain't get no girls when I was at this party because Robert and Kneecap got all the girls. So we skipped the bar, so you know we just went straight to it. It was a club, it was a party, you know, for his little modeling career and stuff. So man, so he take all the girls, like it was like 1 million girls at this party, okay, and he managed to take every single girl from the party home with him, every single one of them. And I ain't gonna lie, I was outside looking in the window. I was, you know, trying to see what was going on and stuff. And man, to this day, man, I wish I would've went inside to save my man Robert. I wish I would've been there. I'm sorry for the spoilers, but I wish I could have been there to save my man Robert for what happened next. The women, they weren't really women. They weren't.
Don't hog it. Over here. Trying to finish the job. Big pop right there. They leaving it.
So they weren't women. They like Robert. Oh my God, Rob, I'm so sorry I wasn't there to say it. But so it turns out that the women, they were like, you know, the movies, they be like, hey, give us a minute, we're gonna slip into something sexy. All 1 million of them, all 1 million of the women, they went to the bathroom to slip into something sexy. And what happened next? What happened next is just, it's unbelievable. So it was, they came out and they were a giant fucking fish with a do-rag and Tim's on. It was a giant fish. It had do-rag. It had Tim's. It had a do-rag. It had some Tim's on. And I wish I was there to save my man Robert, because it came out. It had a do-rag. The do-rag was an army fatigue do-rag. I'll never forget, with some Tim's. But see, these Tim's were different from normal Tim's. They were Tim's and Black Forces. They were some Tim's, but they were Black Forces. They stole my man Robert kneecaps. The fish came out and it was like, you know what I'm saying? They were like, and from what I could translate, they was like, run them kneecaps. my man. They robbed my man for his kneecaps. They literally robbed him for his kneecaps. They made the man run his kneecaps. And Robin ain't got kneecaps to this day. The fish took the man kneecaps, and it just a cloud of smoke came up and was gone. We ain't found that damn fish to this day. It's a story about the gangster fish. My man Robert got robbed by a fish with some Tim forces with an army fatigue do-rag. And Buddy ain't been right since. Bro, I don't know, man. We been looking all over, man. That's why Robert be so angry in the chat all the time. Because he ain't got no kneecaps. Because he was the most beautiful kneecap man on the planet and shit. And bro lost his kneecap to a fish. Yo.